office will not be intimidated and we will not be deterred. We will go on doing our job for the people.
The state attorney general doubles down this morning, not only pushing back on the governor's call for him to recuse himself from an investigation, but telling the public he's found evidence of Greitens committing a felony. The AG says there's evidence Governor Eric Greitens illegally took a donor list from his charity to use for political fundraising that Hawley says could result in felony charges. Good afternoon, in Missouri. I'm Gabrielle Hayes, and you're watching KOMU 8 News at noon. This all stems from an investigation into Greitens' veterans charity, A Mission Continues. That's an investigation Greitens' attorneys asked Hawley to recuse himself from after Hawley said last week the governor should resign from office. But Hawley said this case is unrelated to the House investigation into the governor's affairs, so he has no reason to back off this investigation now. He says he sent evidence about that donor list to the St. Louis Circuit Attorney, who Hawley says could use the information to charge Greitens with felony computer tampering. He's also sent the evidence to the House committee, which he believes could be used for even more action.
I do think that this evidence would likely support the finding of probable cause that a crime was committed, again, so it could be charged. These standards for impeachment say that a crime is grounds for impeachment. So I think you could certainly say that these appear to be impeachable offenses. That is a decision for the House to make, however, and that's why we're giving them everything that we have.
Hawley said the governor's office wasn't contacted about today's announcement, but declined to say whether the governor had spoken to his office during the investigation. Greitens has not yet responded. The second suspect in a Sedalia deadly shooting Sunday morning is now at the Pettis County Jail. Deputies in Warren County and state troopers found Antonio Harper at a gas station in Warrenton yesterday and took him into custody. Antonio Harper, along with Eric Harper, are charged in connection with the death of Maurice Harper over the weekend. Court documents said it happened during a drug-related transaction. Today is the final day to file taxes, but the IRS warns of potential scams even after filing. The IRS says there are a few ways to know if you are experiencing a scam. If someone demands you make a payment by a prepaid debit card, wire transfer, or make a payment without a chance to appeal, it could be a scam. We have more tips on avoiding tax scams on KOMU8.com. Jefferson City currently does not charge a municipal use tax for online purchases from out-of-state vendors, but some local business owners are trying to change that. Last night, Jefferson City Council approved a request to propose a ballot initiative to ask voters to add the tax. Business owners say the lack of municipal use tax hurts local small businesses, which do pay a 2% city sales tax.
If people say they can get it online and there is no tax paid on that, that becomes a big difference in being able to do business locally or not.
Wilbers, who is leading the initiative, hopes to put the tax on the August ballot. Missouri isn't the only state concerned with online purchases, which could hinge on a case being heard today by the Supreme Court. A 1992 Supreme Court ruling says states can only collect sales tax if a retailer has a physical presence within that state. But now states argue the ruling is totally obsolete in today's age of e-commerce. Americans spent a staggering $453 billion online last year. Back in mid-Missouri, Columbia is inviting the public to 2 meetings to discuss whether the 5% hotel tax and sales tax should apply to short-term rentals like Airbnb. Short-term rentals are defined as staying in either a room or home booked on an online platform for under 28 days. A manager at the Convention and Visitors Bureau says short-term rentals are very popular during events such as sport games and graduation.
Right now, this is a pretty new thing. People have been staying in short-term rentals for a while, but it's now growing to a size and to a preference of travelers that we wanted to start examining the issue here in Columbia.
The meetings are today at 3 p.m. and Thursday at 6 p.m. in the Chamber of Commerce building. Repair work for I-70 Callaway County begins tonight, depending on the weather. Work on the eastbound lane will be between the Millersburg and the Hatton exits. The westbound lane work will be between the Kingdom City and Hatton exits. The work is scheduled from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. today through Thursday night. Today actually feels like it might start to feel like spring again. Tori, will the sunshine stick around?
Yes, it is actually for the rest of the work week this week. We are feeling, of course, a little bit warmer today than yesterday, but this is unfortunately the warmest day of the work week this week. We have a little bit of a cool down to talk about tomorrow, but like you're seeing with our satellite and radar right now, we are waking up, or not really waking up, but we're heading out on your lunch hour to these beautiful clear skies as a warm front lifts through the area later on this afternoon. It is going to bring with it a little bit of extra cloud cover for later on this afternoon and our evening and overnight hours. But you can see on the southern side of that warm front, our temperatures are actually warming up really nicely out there. We're at 57 already at the Lake of the Ozarks compared to 45 in Macon, 43 at the coolest in Hannibal, and here in Columbia and in Jefferson City, we're still hanging around the lower 50s, which is a good 10 degrees warmer than we were just chatting at this point yesterday. So we're already starting to see some improvements in the warmer direction. You can see right where that frontal boundary lines, where our temperatures are, or wind direction rather, is more out of the south by between about 5 to 15 miles per hour, and then more out of the east about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Actually a little bit calmer the farther you head towards the east, towards the St. Louis area. So it's going to be a great day to spend some time outdoors. But if you do so, here's a look at your allergy report. Our main tree allergens for this time this week are going to be ash, adler, and birch. That tree pollen is just going to be very, very high, not just for today, but for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We don't get a little bit of a relief until this upcoming weekend. I'll have more on your 8-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
President Trump is in Florida this morning preparing to meet with Japan's prime minister. He's shifting focus amid the explosive new allegations from the FBI director he fired. NBC's Tracy Potts has the story.
President Trump in Florida today meeting with Japan's prime minister, considering doing a 180 on the Trans-Pacific trade deal, touting tax reform.
Congratulations. Enjoy your money. Congratulations.
But ignoring questions about allegations in a new book by fired FBI Director James Comey.
He's morally unfit to be president.
In federal court, the president and his attorney, Michael Cohen, lost their bid to get a first look at evidence seized from Cohen's office. Cohen argued attorney-client privilege, but the judge sided with the government.
The privilege review team will set stuff aside that the investigative team cannot have.
They're looking for evidence related to the $130,000 Cohen paid adult film star Stormy Daniels to keep quiet about an alleged affair with President Trump.
My attorney and I are committed to making sure that everyone finds out the truth and the facts of what happened, and I give my word that we will not rest until that happens.
Revealed in that hearing, a client Cohen tried to keep anonymous. Fox News host Sean Hannity.
It was minimal. I put out a statement about it.
You should have said that.
Hannity has defended the president and criticized the Russia investigation. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
President Trump says former FBI Director James Comey is disgruntled and committed many crimes in the Clinton email investigation. China's government is confident the country's $12 trillion a year economy can withstand Trump's threatened tariff hikes on Chinese goods in a dispute over technology policy. China's growth was above the official 2018 target of around 6.5%, which is among the world's strongest. By contrast, the U.S. economy is growing at a little more than 2% a year. Russian officials say a suspected chemical attack in Syria was staged by British intelligence agencies to pave the way for Allied strikes. A Russian chemical weapons expert who visited Duma says the rebels refused to show any of the attacked victims' bodies. Russia's envoy says the attack was highly likely organized with some help.
Actually, there is no other plausible explanation than the interference of the British Special Services. No other plausible explanation.
He did not provide any evidence of the alleged British involvement. Today, international inspectors were finally let into the site of the suspected chemical attack. The team arrived Saturday, but says Russian and Syrian authorities blocked it from entering the area. The officials claimed it was due to security issues from the U.S. missile strike. The U.S. says Russians or Syrians might have tampered with evidence at the site. Here's what's happening right now. A Southwest airplane is sitting on a Philadelphia tarmac after it made an emergency landing from reportedly losing one of its engines. The flight from New York was headed to Dallas when it lost the engine. Passengers on board told CNN they heard a loud bang, then sharp shrapnel hit the window and caused a serious injury. One person was taken to the hospital. One Texas deputy is in the hospital after several were wounded in an early morning shootout. Investigators say the deputies were responding to a disturbance at a home in Harris County when a man with a rifle came outside and began shooting. One deputy was shot multiple times below the waist. The two black men arrested at a Philadelphia Starbucks last week have agreed to meet with the company's CEO. CEO Kevin Johnson says the police should not have been called and that store manager has been moved. While Philadelphia police maintain the arresting officers followed protocol, the mayor says the outcome was unfortunate.
What happened and the way that incident escalated and the outcome was nothing but reprehensible.
Societal issue. People are, react differently based on the color of people's skin, and it's wrong.
Both the city and the Philadelphia Police Department have promised to investigate the incident. The judge in Bill Cosby's sexual assault retrial has ruled jurors can hear his prior testimony to giving women cage rules before sex. Cosby admitted he gave drugs to women in a 2005 deposition. The comedian is charged with 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault stemming from a woman's accusation that Cosby drugged and molested her. He denies it and says it was consensual. Dozens of women have publicly accused Cosby of sexual misconduct. Investigators say overloaded power ships sparked a deadly fire at Trump Tower in New York earlier this month. The fire sent flames out of the windows of the 50th floor. Trump Tower opened in 1983 when sprinklers were not required. A statue honoring the medical accomplishments of a doctor who operated on enslaved women is leaving Central Park. Preparations are underway this morning to relocate the statue, memorializing Dr. James Marion Sims. The 19th century physician is often hailed as the father of modern gynecology. The statue will be moved to the Brooklyn Cemetery where Sims is buried. You're looking live over Lake of the Ozarks. KOMU 8 News at noon. We'll be back after this.
Track storms wherever you are. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by University Subaru. Count on the KOMU 8 News app to keep you connected all day to Mid-Missouri's news, weather, and sports. With breaking news, the latest videos on developing stories, Target 8 investigations, and watch KOMU 8 newscasts live. Plus, full weather coverage from the live Doppler 8 First Alert weather team, local sports scores, school closings, and a place to share your photos and videos. Wherever you are, all day, stay connected to the stories that matter to you. Download the free KOMU 8 News app for coverage you can count on.
University Concert Series and the world-famous Moscow Festival Ballet presents Cinderella. Often considered the finest achievement of the classical ballet, this piece offers a grandiose and refined blending of traditional mime, expressive pas d'action, and spectacular divertissements in a lavish theatrical setting. Tuesday, April 24th at Jesse Auditorium. Tickets are available at concertseries.org. University Concert Series, presented by KOMU 8, Columbia Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Office of Cultural Affairs, KMOS-TV, and Missouri Orthopedic Institute.
Whose life is this? Mine. And what are you going to do with it? An eye for an eye doesn't solve anything. It just makes the whole world blind. Only you'll ever know if it was worth it.
Black Lightning, season finale tonight at 9/8 Central on the CW.
Black Lightning, tonight at 8 on Mid-Missouri's CW.
Hi, folks. Jerry O'Neill, Continental Siding Supply. It's time for a good spring cleaning. I've got siding too short to be seamless, too long to recycle, so I'm having a seams on the back of the house sale. If you would allow me to use up my odd lot sizes of siding on the back of your home, make a few seams, I promise the front and the 2 sides to be seamless. It's almost like getting the back of your home done free. This won't last long. Call now.
This First Alert weather forecast is brought to you by Carpet Values.
Welcome back. 12:14 is your time. This Tuesday afternoon, we are headed towards the warmest afternoon of the work week this week. A lot of us are already seeing temperatures out your door back into the 40s and into the 50s. We are going to, on average, reach a high in the middle 60s today. Now, that's on average. It's not for everyone. I think areas across parts of Macon and Moberly, you guys are going to be a little bit cooler this afternoon, whereas folks near the Lake of the Ozarks, where you guys are already back into the upper 50s and low 60s, you guys actually might reach 70 degrees for an afternoon high today. Now, beyond Tuesday, heading into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even into this upcoming weekend, unfortunately, we do have a little bit of a cool down. Our temperatures only make it back in the upper 50s and low 60s. We're going to be seeing below average conditions, it looks like, at least until the middle part of the work week next week. But we're not going to talk about that. Let's focus on the warmth. We're anywhere from about 5 to 15 degrees warmer in some spots than we were just 24 hours ago. So anywhere from about 46 in the St. Louis area, 51 in Kansas City, just to the southwestern part of the state near the Springfield area. A lot of folks already hitting the 70s this afternoon. So overall, a very nice day. And it's thanks to this warm frontal boundary. It's just kind of parked itself down to our south and west. So temperatures on the southern or part of that, especially near the Lake of the Ozarks area, that's why we're seeing temperatures back into the 70s, where the rest of us off to the north of that frontal boundary aren't going to get quite as warm this afternoon. Now, the trailing cold front well behind this starts to roll in overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Could come with a few spotty rain chances. So here's how this plays out with our precipcast. Like I said, most of the day today, other than a few passing clouds, especially areas down to the south, it's going to be a pretty sunny one for us. We're going to remain mostly clear overnight tonight, maybe picking up a few extra clouds as we head into early Wednesday morning. So here's that low pressure system. It could squeeze out a few really light spotty showers. I don't think it's going to amount to much, and that's only going to be for some of our far northern counties in mid-Missouri. So Macon County, Randolph County areas closer to the Kirksville area, you guys might wake up to a couple of showers tomorrow. Most of us, though, are going to get out of this system dry, just picking up a little bit of extra cloud cover. We're going to call it a partly cloudy sky for areas north of I-70. I think still we're mostly sunny through the day tomorrow afternoon for areas along and south of I-70. Now, on top of that, it's going to be a windy one tomorrow afternoon. We're still going to be seeing winds this afternoon, only about 5-10 miles per hour. But once this low really starts to track on off to the east of us, we're going to be seeing winds on the back side of that shifting out of the northwest. So even though our temperatures do reach near 60 degrees tomorrow, for a lot of the afternoon, we again only feel like the 50s because our wind gusts tomorrow could be anywhere from about 35 to 40 miles per hour. So just expect a very blustery day. And of course, because of that northwest wind direction, we're going to be feeling a little bit on the chilly side, especially as we head into your Wednesday evening hours and our overnight hours. But for today, we don't have to worry about a cold or a chill, at least until our Thursday morning, because temperatures today, again, kind of averaging around the middle 60s. All of us remain warm overnight tonight. We are going to pick up, again, few passing clouds, spot shower possible north of I-70. Otherwise, low temperatures only fall to 50 degrees. So a really comfortable start to Wednesday. But again, keep in mind, it's not going to feel all that warm thanks to those very breezy conditions. We take a quick check at your weekend forecast. Most of the weekend actually looking to be fairly dry, especially on Saturday. We're only going to give it about a 20% chance for a spot afternoon shower. Better chances for rain arrive overnight Saturday and into a good chunk of Sunday morning. But this is going to be really light rain at best. It looks like most of the viewing area only picks up about 1/4 of an inch by the time that is all said and done. Right now we're taking a live look rather at our first alert weather cam over the Sedalia area. Your time is 12:17. We'll be right back.
Carpet Values is the Midwest's largest mill direct discount flooring warehouse. What does that mean to you? Selection. Walk through miles and miles of wall-to-wall carpeting, miles of luxury vinyl tile and plank, miles of trendy wood laminate, miles of extra-wide sheet vinyl. And don't forget Mid-Missouri's largest selection of area rugs. If it's on the floor, we have it at the best prices. So drive a little for miles and miles of savings at Carpet Values, only in Kingdom City.
Missing teeth? Tired of dentures? We can help. Call now to receive custom dental implants at half the cost. Financing is available and your consultation is free. Call Huntline Dental Group now, 750-4640. Because we love to see you smile.
Camping World's 3-day mega sale starts April 20th at Columbia Mall. During this off-site event, shop exclusive sale pricing with low APR financing. Drive away in a new Coleman Lantern travel trailer starting at only $99 a month, or save Save over $24,000 on a new Class C Thor motor coach. Plus, manufacturer reps are on site to help answer any questions you may have. Don't wait. Save big during Camping World's 3-day mega sale. April 20th through 22nd at Columbia Mall.
Premier Property Services wants you, the customer, to know why they are different from the other guys. Premier Property tears everything off the roof down to the decking to inspect for damaged plywood. Premier replaces all black felt, drip edge, and ventilation. Premier never does layovers on roofs. So don't hire a contractor who's going to cut these corners for the same price. Because Premier Property is an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, they can offer a lifetime workmanship warranty. The premier choice in home improvement.
Missing teeth? Tired of dentures? Meet the doctors at Huntline Dental Group. With custom implant placement at half the cost. Call now to set up your free consultation. 573-750-4640. Because we love to see you smile.
A group of people in Nebraska is taking advantage of a new tool for veterans who need help. Brian Mastro reports.
Every month, a bunch of people get together to jam.
And my first guitar was this little plastic Dukes of Hazzard thing. I had it for 30 minutes and then I broke it.
2 years ago, Peggy Ullum, who spent 10 years with the Air Force, recruited Dave Mike.
I was playing guitar since I was 12.
He's also an Air Force veteran. She asked him to be a part of a new Nebraska nonprofit.
The desire to share a passion that I love, and with my fellow service members who are struggling with thoughts of killing themselves.
Think of it this way. The Guitar for Vets program is music therapy for those dealing with post-traumatic stress.
12 years in the Army, active duty. I was in Desert Storm, Desert Shield.
For Joyce Thalman, the guitar lessons not only developed her playing, but helped work on her people skills.
And it gave me a release, an outlet for when I get my anxiety going. You know, it helps me calm me down.
It's been a big, enormous help for me.
For Angela Tunali, who spent 20 years in the Army,
Say that you will be mine.
her guitar is like medicine.
Because I can go home, I'm having almost an anxiety attack, and I can just sit and play and just get lost in the music for a while, and then by the time I'm done, it's like everything is lifted.
The guitar lessons are really more about figuring out how to live.
Just random things that people say. Gosh, I haven't picked up a drink since I started playing guitar. Whoa, what? Wow, that changes lives.
Sometimes progress is measured better by a spouse.
At graduation, we talked to his wife, and she said, I have to tell you, it's just amazing. He's more communicative, he's more compassionate, he's slow to anger, and he's just amazing. The difference was incredible.
I hear that train coming.
All because of a bond of military service and an old friend, the guitar.
You're looking live over downtown Columbia. KOMU 8 News at noon. We'll be back after this.
The Village at Bedford Walk is now leasing villa and apartment homes designed for active adults 55 and older. We offer a variety of floor plans in a modern, vibrant community setting with no big entrance fee and no big commitment. Call to find out about our spring move-in specials.
When I was struggling with obesity, even the little things were difficult for me.
Blue Valley Surgical Associates helped me lose weight and get back to enjoying the little things in life.
Specializing in life-changing weight loss surgery. Our team of healthcare professionals offer personalized care and comprehensive support to help each patient overcome the unique challenges of obesity. Blue Valley Surgical Associates can help you get more out of life. To learn more, visit us online.
Rent-to-own HVAC is here. I'm Doug Wallace with All Weather. You won't find this deal anywhere else. If you're a homeowner with a job, virtually regardless of your credit history, you can enjoy hot summer days in the comfort of your home with a new HVAC system from All Weather Heating and Air Conditioning. No money down, no deposit, no credit check. Don't sweat it this summer. Rent to own it with All Weather. No money down, no deposit, no credit check, and no surprises here.
Attention all patients who have had biojoint surgery. Are you suffering complications from a failed biojoint knee, hip, or shoulder surgery? Have you experienced infections, reoperation, biojoint failure, or other adverse outcomes? If so, you may have a right to compensation. If you've suffered complications from a failed bio-joint surgery, contact the A.W. Smith Law Firm today at 573-777-3333. A.W. Smith Law, protecting Mid-Missouri one case at a time.
The Village at Bedford Walk is now leasing villa and apartment homes designed for active adults 55 and older. We offer a variety of floor plans in a modern, vibrant community setting with no big entrance fee and no big commitment. Call to find out about our spring move-in specials.
In consumer news this afternoon, a new study reveals that many Android apps collect private data on children. The study found more than 1,000 children's apps collected personally identifiable information. Researchers also found that more than half of Android apps targeted toward children could potentially violate child privacy laws. Tesla is temporarily hitting the brakes on production of its Model 3 electric car. This move comes following several missed production targets. The company says the pause in production will address bottlenecks causing the delays. More than 400,000 customers have pre-ordered a Model 3, making the car crucial for Tesla's future as a mass-market automaker. And now here's today's Red Carpet Report.
Good afternoon, Mid-Missouri. I'm Alex Arger with today's Red Carpet Report. Rapper Kendrick Lamar won 4 Grammys this year for his album Damn, and now he's picked up a Pulitzer. Lamar is not only the first rapper to win the award since its creation in 1943, but he is also the first winner who is not a classical or jazz musician. The administrator of the prize said the decision was unanimous and that it, quote, shines a light on hip-hop in a completely different way. The rapper has yet to publicly comment on his historic win, but stars like Reese Witherspoon and Charlemagne the God have congratulated him on the accomplishment. After almost 20 years of being in show business, Eva Longoria has earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The actress and activist celebrated the milestone in the middle of preparing for the birth of her first child, saying that the pregnancy was the reason she was so emotional during the ceremony. Longoria got a big break on the soap opera The Young and the Restless, but perhaps her best-known role was in ABC's hit show Desperate Housewives. Fans of the show were treated to a mini reunion of its cast at the ceremony, where co-star Felicity Huffman said a few words about Longoria's accomplishments. Some well-known entertainers shared the stage with survivors of the Parkland school shooting at a benefit concert Monday night. More than 4,700 people attended the event, titled From Broadway with Love, a benefit concert for Parkland, USA. Glee's Matthew Morrison, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend's Rachel Bloom, and other entertainers joined students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High to perform music the students wrote themselves. A Stoneman Douglas student said performing in the show was difficult but healing. And that's all for your Red Carpet Report.
Pleasant interruptions, a phone call from an old friend, finding out you've won a prize. Bad interruptions, allergies, and asthma. Columbia Allergy and Asthma Specialist tests for a wide range of allergies and treats you with your custom plan so that your symptoms go away. Flowers, pets, changing seasons, you can enjoy them. We'd like to help. Go to breatheeasyandlivefree.com or call for an appointment.
Columbia Allergy and Asthma Specialist.
Where can you find a trusted, locally owned pharmacy with the newest conveniences? Eldon Drug Company. How does shorten wait times for those needed medicines with online ordering and an easy app for refills sound to you? That's still Eldon Drug Company. Stop by and check out our durable medical equipment such as diabetic shoes, lift chairs, wheelchairs, rollators, and ask about our rental items. Most insurance accepted and accredited by HQAA. Eldon Drug Company. Local made easier.
After 26 years in Columbia, Beauty Rest Sleep Gallery is going out of business. You heard right. Everything must go, with savings up to 70% on our entire inventory. First quality mattresses from names like Beauty Rest, Serta Eye Comfort, Tempur-Pedic, plus pillows and mattress pads, all at huge markdowns. Free delivery on most purchases, but some items are priced so low, they're strictly cash and carry. First come, first served. Supplies are limited at Beauty Rest Sleep Gallery on South Providence, next to Zaxby's. When a little rain makes a huge mess, put out the call to 443-8383. Service Master will be there in a flash, anywhere in mid-Missouri.
We'll get there faster and master your disaster. Service Master. Call 443-8383.
This summer, dream big and chase that gold medal at the Missouri State Senior Games. Join KOMU 8 for this Olympic-style showdown for athletes 50 and older competing in more than 20 sporting events, June 7th through the 10th. For details, visit smsg.org.
The governor responded to Hawley's announcement. There's evidence Greitens committed a felony in dealing with a veterans charity. Greitens said Hawley is, quote, better at press conferences.